Hi everybody. So I wanted to make this video explaining what I'm looking for with essay number 2. So this is one of the files that I'm having you read this week, and the assignment was to read this sample student essay. It's an actual essay that a student had written for me before doing this essay assignment for, in this case, analyzing the arguments of a proposition called Proposition 10. Um, so I want to show you that looking at the student essay, this is the opening paragraph here, the introductory paragraph. And when you get down to near the end of the paragraph, you see that you kind of get it into the student's thesis, which is in their policy brief, opening the door for rent control. This is an article that the student chose to write about. And here's the authors. Montojo, Barton, and Moore depict numerous pros that would be the result of rent control. Crown, however, believes that the passing of Prop 10 would have negative consequences. Each party employs the use of ethos, pathos, and logos to persuade their audiences to agree with their position. So what's happening with essay 2 is that it's not an argument essay where you're arguing a position. It's an essay where you're analyzing the argument of 3 positions on a topic, okay? So if you look at the paragraph, the first body paragraph, the student takes a look at one of the arguments, and in this case, Montojo, Barton, and Moore appeal to their audience through the use of statistical evidence from credible sources. And so here, the student author is looking at what the authors do to make their point, and that they look at statistical evidence. So in this case, as the student writer says, they take a quote from the article where it says, low-income renters with children pay a median of 3/5 of their monthly income on rent, leaving under $450 in residual income to cover their remaining living expenses. So here, they're showing the quote, and then the student writer is arguing that clearly the writers use logos, which is logic, right, to prove that low-income renters in California are struggling and that rent control would help them. So you notice that the point of the body paragraph here is to analyze the argument and to analyze whether the argument is using an appeal to logos, which is like facts and statistics, logic, or an appeal to pathos, which would be emotion, right? And the student writer gets into that in the second paragraph. And then also ethos, which is the credibility of the source, okay? So hopefully that clears up a little bit more what I'm looking for with essay 2. And again, you're not making an argument. What you're doing is you're arguing how the point, the position of the argument is making an appeal to either ethos, logos, or pathos. And it seems to me like it's more clear if you decide to use each of the body paragraphs, just like this writer does, to focus on one of those things, like either ethos or logos or pathos. And just like this writer, if you were to analyze like a variety of arguments that are appealing to different things, like maybe an argument that appeals to ethos, an argument that appeals to logos, and an argument that appeals to pathos. So let me know if you have any questions, okay? All right. I look forward to hearing from you.